Welcome back and thank you for staying with us here on Republic TV. We are cutting across now to this event of the DMK at this point in time. Remember, this event again becomes important. Why? Because we've seen a lot of upheaval as far as Tamil Nadu politics goes. And there you see MK Stalin there. Let's figure out more details with our colleague who will just join us in a bit. But for the moment, let's also try listen in. Yes, you see Kamal Haasan there on the dais with MK Stalin. This is a big DMK event, the most anticipated event that everyone really has been looking forward to. And then, has the actor made up his mind? That is a question that will be on everyone's mind. Let's try listening in to what's happening.
கிடத்த தமிழினத்தை தட்டி எழுப்பிய நீண்ட வரலாற்றின் ஆவணம் பல விழுதுகளை உருவாக்கி உள்ள இந்த ஆலமரத்தின் வளர்ச்சியில் உறுதுணையாக இருந்து பங்காற்றியவர்களுக்கு இப்பவள விழா பொழுதில் நினைவு பரிசு வழங்கி கௌரவிக்க
Visuals right now from that event. This is of course the Platinum Jubilee celebrations we're witnessing of the DMK's mouthpiece Murasoli. The reason it's making national headlines today is because of the presence of two superstars of Tamil cinema, superstar Kamal Haasan as well as Rajinikanth. We're beaming to you live visuals from the venue. You can see Kamal Haasan seated right next to MK Stalin, also the likes of Vairamuthu and N. Ram present there on the stage. We also understand that superstar Rajinikanth has just reached the venue. You'll be seeing him on stage along with MK Stalin and Kamal Haasan any moment now. He's just arrived. Remember, Kamal is also expected to speak at this particular event. And what we have to keep in mind is that these particular developments are taking place at a time when we're seeing a political churn in Tamil Nadu, when we're seeing a lot of questions on whether Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan will be entering active politics. There have been a number of hints dropped by Rajinikanth. He's never really given any clarity as to whether he's going to be joining an existing political party, whether he'll be, starting a new political front. All those are big question marks, and that's why him coming forward and stepping foot in a political platform, joining hands with the DMK for a function is of such significance. On the other hand, you have a superstar like Kamal Haasan, a man who's been very vocal about his stand on some very, very controversial issues. And we have to keep in mind that just about 2 weeks back, when we saw all these controversies breaking out, and when Kamal Haasan, of course, spoke was very critical of the AIA-DMK government, there were several ministers who came out and slammed him. It was MK Stalin who backed Kamal Haasan, and Kamal even tweeted to thank Stalin for the same. So that's why this particular event is of significance. Superstar Rajinikanth will also be getting on that stage any moment now. This is possibly the first time in Tamil Nadu that we're witnessing both Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth coming together on one political stage. They're, of course, known to be great friends. They have, of course, expressed their respect for each other in the recent past many, many times. So the fact that both of them have come together for a DMK event is what holds such significance. You know, at a time when the AIA-DMK has been split wide open, when we're seeing so much of a churn in the party, many have put the onus on the DMK and that MK Stalin possibly could thrive from all the turmoil that we've been witnessing. And it is at this time that he's also managed to get the likes of Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth together. What we're also beaming to you right now on your screens there is superstar Rajinikanth reaching the venue. He's just arrived. He's just entered the area. Interestingly, he's not getting up on the stage. He's sitting down. He is not sitting alongside Kamal Haasan and MK Stalin. The superstar has entered, but he will not be on stage. He will not be sitting alongside Kamal Haasan and MK Stalin, at least for the time being. That's how it seems. Remember, Kamal Haasan will be speaking at this particular event. Rajinikanth is just gracing the event with his presence, leading to a lot of question marks on whether he wants to, stay away from the political limelight, whether he doesn't want to seem to be playing a side as far as this political drama is concerned. But Rajinikanth has entered. He is present there, seated amongst the audience in the very first row. Interestingly, not up on the stage along with the other dignitaries. You've got Kamal Haasan there. You've got the likes of even Vairamuthu and Ram, all of them up on the stage. But Rajini, interestingly, has been seated down. He will be leaving as well very soon. He's there right now as a courtesy visit. Kamal Haasan earlier had, in fact, immediately accepted his invitation. Remember, MK Stalin had extended this invitation months ago to both Rajinikanth as well well as Kamal Haasan. And while Kamal Haasan immediately accepted, there were a lot of question marks on whether Rajinikanth would also come on board. Of course, he finally did say that he will be present for this particular event. But it is very interesting because all of these visuals that we're beaming to you live right now from Chennai are very symbolic of what the stand of each of these superstars are. Rajinikanth is present there. He's turned up there because this is a very symbolic, very big event, not just for DMK but for Tamil Nadu. He is present but is not seated on the stage along with the other dignitaries. MK Stalin is up there, but he has not invited Rajini onto the stage. Rajini is seated below, a spectator really to what we're witnessing at the event. You're seeing visuals right now of Stalin with his son, Udayanidhi Stalin as well. But Kamal Haasan seated right up on the stage next to Stalin, showing almost that he is the chief guest of this particular event, while Rajinikanth is just about a VVIP guest. So very interesting political images beaming to you from Chennai at this point. Kamal Haasan, remember, will be speaking in some time from now. There are a lot of questions on whether he will make any sort of big political statement. There's been a lot of speculation on whether Kamal and Rajini will join active politics. You know, Rajini's dropped a lot of hints very, very recently, time and again, even while meeting his fans, spoke about the same, saying that be ready for when the war comes. Ever since then, there have been questions of whether he'll join the AIA-DMK, whether he'll join the DMK. There's been huge speculation that he could even join the BJP. Interestingly now, he's seated there at a DMK event. It's all about the timing with regards to this particular gala event. As I pointed out earlier, this is the Platinum Jubilee celebrations that are currently taking place for the DMK's mouthpiece, Murasoli. Kamal Haasan will be speaking in some time from now, but clearly this is star power at its best. Even while we talk about the kind of significance this has because of two superstars possibly plunging into active politics any moment now, this is also a big win for MK Stalin, you know, at a time when we're seeing all of the politics breaking out within the AIA-DMK, many questioning whether the AIA-DMK is at its weakest ever in Tamil Nadu history. The DMK is making the most of the same. MK Stalin thriving really in that gaping hole that's been left in Tamil Nadu politics. Stalin has led the front and now really taken it a notch up, considering that he's got both Kamal as well as Rajini to attend this particular meet, and all eyes really on this particular event, because two superstars, both of whom we're seeing a lot of speculation as far as politics is concerned, have come together on this particular platform. We're not expecting any sort of announcement from Rajini per se, but it's about really whether Kamal Haasan will choose to speak out about politics. He is not someone who shies away from speaking his mind. He's not someone who shied away from speaking about politics as well. As I pointed out earlier, he's spoken about the AIA-DMK rather critically in the recent past, and it was MK Stalin who stood up for him at that particular point. And now he's come there, he's sitting right next to MK Stalin as the chief guest of this two-day event that has just about kick-started. Rajinikanth is seated there. This is a guest appearance of sorts by the superstar. He will leave in just about a bit. He's come there to pay, to really show that he also pays his tribute to the magazine that's been running for so many years now in Tamil Nadu. So Rajinikanth is also present there. But obviously, it will lead to a lot of questions on Rajini's political leaning. In the past, ever since there have been questions to Rajini, he's evaded them all to a large extent. He's refused to, you know, speak out on the same, to give any sort of clarification on whether he is going to be floating his own political party or whether he will be joining one of the existing Dravidian parties, or for that matter, even the BJP. But at this point, the fact that he's standing on that stage in the DMK event, in fact, not on the stage, but in the crowd, he's sitting in the first row there, that is symbolic in itself. Interestingly, Kamal Haasan is on the stage. Rajini is seated below. He is, of course, seated with all the dignitaries below. He will be leaving any time now. He refused to speak at the event. We do not have clarity on whether he wasn't given an invitation to speak or whether he refused to do the same. But there's no doubt that that has triggered quite a bit of controversy as well. At this point, every single move by Kamal Haasan as well as Rajinikanth is being watched very, very closely. And the fact that they know that and have chosen to stand alongside MK Stalin at this particular event speaks for itself. Kamal Haasan has been someone who has said that, look, I'm critical of every single political party out there. As long as they serve the people, I will be for them. But interestingly, this time around, we've seen the kind of comments he's made about the AIA DMK government. We know the kind of controversies he's faced. I'm talking, of course, about the Vishwarupam controversy, the face-off that he had of sorts with Jai Lalita. So to a large extent, many would perceive that maybe Kamal Haasan has more of an inclination towards the DMK. The fact that, MK Stalin also came out in his support, and soon after that, Kamal Haasan also tweeted back to MK Stalin saying, thank you for supporting me, thank you for ensuring that the people are allowed to criticize as well. I want to go across to Sanjeevi. He's present at that particular event. He's been tracking all the latest developments from Chennai. Sanjeevi, it's over to you. Give us a sense of why exactly this event is so important. It's so symbolic. Two superstars coming together for the first time for a political event.
Well, Lakshita, we have to say it's not the first time because Kamal already had a kind of allegiance or affinity towards DMK because, superstar Kamal Haasan has been to DMK programs previously because he has a close contact with DMK chief Karnataka since some 2 decades back itself because, they share the same kind of political ideology. And that's the reason why Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth both have already participated in the DMK program. But this is famous. This is a quite important program because, both the superstars of Tamil Nadu, of Tamil film industry have hinted joining politics. Superstar Rajinikanth, who spoke with fans some 2 months back, told, hinted joining politics. At the same time, even Kamal Haasan was also talking politics recently. He is also, very close to DMK. At the same time, there were so much of speculations that Kamal Haasan is going to give voice for DMK and some kind of speculations. And considering all these situations, this event is seen as an important event in the Tamil Nadu politics where both the superstars have participated in the event, and that is the event.
Absolutely, Sanjeevi. Interestingly, also what I've noticed from these visuals that we're getting you from the event is that Kamal Haasan arrived much before the function began. He's seated on the stage right alongside MK Stalin, and Rajinikanth is seated among the audience in the first row. It's almost as if Kamal Haasan is the chief guest while Rajini is just there for a guest appearance.
Well, actually, DMK tried to invite both leaders to give a speech during this for the speech, and that's why he's just sitting as a spectator. But Kamal Haasan is actually going to give a welcome speech with all the VIPs who's together. As you can see, the visuals, there are so much of newspapers of all the states, and as well as the Murasoli magazine, which is the mouthpiece of DMK. As a fan, he's also a editor of Murasoli magazine, and that is why he's here. He also told that even I'm a fan of Rajinikanth, a fan of Kalangia, the DMK chief Karnataka, and that is why I'm here. So other side, Rajini is also sitting on the opposite side in the spectator seat. So this is the reason why, Rajinikanth is not interested to give a speech out there. And Kamal Haasan was ready to give a welcome speech, and that is the reason why Kamal Haasan is sitting on the side and Rajini is sitting on the spectator seat.
That's right. And Sanjeevi, when we speculate on that front, the fact that Rajini said he will not speak is, I think, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Because he's been speaking a lot about entering politics. He's been dropping a lot of hints, and there's a lot of speculation on that front. So possibly he wouldn't want to give any sort of lead into what his next political plan is. The fact that Kamal Haasan not just accepted the invitation, but has said very clearly that he will speak at the event also speaks volumes, doesn't it? Because Kamal, in the last few weeks on Twitter itself, has been very, very vocal, and I'm not just talking about controversies. He's been very critical of the AIA-DMK government.
Well, actually, Kamal has joined hands with MK Stalin, who is opposition of Tamil Nadu, but not politically, but he also told that, he opposes the government as a common man, but not as a politician kind of thing. He told that any common man who voted during the election can keep allegations on the government or can criticize the government. That is what Kamal Haasan has been telling. And he also told, he also appreciated opposition leader MK Stalin in the Twitter account itself. So this is actually, Kamal Haasan is also trying to be in opposition, being in opposition point of view. At the same time, Rajini Khan did not directly, keep allegations of the government. He simply told the system is not good. At the same time, but Kamal Haasan had gone a step, many steps ahead than Rajinikanth, keeping direct allegations toward the government at specific points, including dengue and other kind of things where Tamil Nadu government has to take care. So he also told he's in the kind of opposition position, holding hands with MK Stalin, and that is the important point. And we already know the affinity between Kamal Haasan and also DMK chief Karnataka, because as I told you, Kamal Haasan has a close contact with DMK chief Karnataka since more than 2 to 3 decades, because he also told DMK chief Karnataka for his Tamil and also for his ideology. And that is the main reason why Kamal Haasan is here on the stage, Akshita.
And also, Sanjeevi, what we have to keep in mind is that Kamal hasn't really been on the best of terms with the likes of the AIADMK, especially when we think about the Vishwarupam controversy and all that broke out between him and Jayalalitha. You tend to wonder if that hatred, that mutual hatred for the AIADMK could possibly bring MK Stalin and Kamal together politically.
Well, there is chance. That's what the speculation is going on now, because he told that Kamal Haasan might give walls to DMK during an election, but he won't join a direct politics, because he is clear while speaking with editors of Republic. He also told that he might join mainstream politics very soon, but at the same time we have to wait and see what happens. There is a chance that Kamal Haasan can give a voice to DMK, but he won't directly join the DMK. That's what we're hearing. At the time, there's the counterpart, Rajinikanth, counterpart in cinema. Rajinikanth also hinted joining politics, so we have to wait and see. It's going to be very interesting. Both the cinema stars, both the counterparts of the cinema will be counterparts in Tamil Nadu politics as well, like Karnataka and Jayalalitha in the future. That's what we've seen, but we have to wait and see developments.
Absolutely, Sanjeevi. And also, when you talk about the political scenario in Tamil Nadu, the fact that MK Stalin has managed to bring these two superstars together for one event, and that too, this is a political event. So keeping that in mind, this is a big scoop by MK Stalin as well. He's been trying to make the most of the political void that we've witnessed in Tamil Nadu, of the kind of, negative criticism that the AIADMK has been receiving over the last few months, the turmoil within the AIADMK. He's been trying to ensure that he makes the most of the void left behind by Jayalalitha's death. And this, no doubt, is a scoop by him to get Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth together. It sends across a message, doesn't it?
There are two main things, two main elements which are actually running Tamil Nadu politics for more than 5 decades. One is a celebrity thing. I mean, both the leaders, both top chief ministers of Tamil Nadu, industry, not the film fraternity. At the same time, second thing is in politics, because opposition politics is very important in Tamil Nadu, because criticizing the government and keeping allegations on the ruling party by the opposition parties has always played a major role in Tamil Nadu government. Kamal Haasan is actually a combination of both the things. That's what we have to say, because he is a celebrity, he's a superstar. At the same time, he's also criticizing government, where I told, opposition politics is main element in Tamil Nadu politics.
Right.
So Kamal Haasan is actually a combination of both the things.
Absolutely. So Sanjeevi, request you to stay on with me. Also joining us on the phone lines now on this broadcast is America Narayanan. Mr. Narayanan, what do you make of this event? It doesn't get bigger than this. The biggest superstars of Tamil cinema have come together for a DMK event. There's a lot of speculation, a lot to take away from this kind of an event. What is your speculation on this front? Because at a time when we're seeing both these superstars possibly speculating on whether they'll be entering politics, they come together to be a part of a DMK event.
No, the way I see it, it's a celebration of Dr. Kalaigner's writing, and Murasoli has been a part of Tamil Nadu politics for quite some time. Now, 75 years, what he started as a handwritten newspaper or a day by semi-monthly has grown into a major thing. It has a role to play throughout Tamil Nadu politics, and every party person, irrespective of the party affiliation, had come here to celebrate the Murasoli, which has been a 75-year history. It is a part of history of Tamil Nadu, and more so Tamil Nadu politics. Hence, all the people, irrespective of party affiliations, are coming here. That's the way I see it, I don't see any political connotation associated with it.
Okay, but there's also, Mr. Narayanan, the reason we're seeing so much speculation is because both Kamal and Rajini have dropped hints in the recent past. In the last few weeks, you know, Kamal has been so actively talking about so many political issues. Rajini, we all know, of course, of the kind of statements he's made while talking and interacting to fans. So having said that, the fact that these two have decided to come together, I agree. You know, it's about the event. They've decided to come here just to show their respects to, Murasoli. All of that is very much there. But having said that, the fact that Kamal Haasan has chosen to speak at this event, the fact that Rajini has also ensured that he graced the occasion with his presence, don't you think there are some talking points politically to take away from this?
Well, it is. I think there can be a lot of speculation. The reality, as I see it, is it's a celebration of Dr. Kalaignar's 75 years, and there's a magazine or a newspaper which has been part of Tamil Nadu politics. And I think anything more than this, as you rightfully pointed out, will only be a speculation, nothing more than that.
All right. Also, Mr. Narayanan, we know Kamal Haasan is going to be speaking at the event. He's someone who's held Kalaignar, Karunanidhi with very high regard. He's very openly praised his poems, his scripts in the past. Having said that, do you think we can expect some political statement from him when he speaks at that event?
Well, I really don't know, but I think whatever he says, I think people will attribute some political color. However, I see it as a praising and for the hard work Dr. Kalaignar has put in over these years. That's the way I see it.
All right, Mr. Narayanan, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. I want to go back to Sanjeevi to get the latest updates on what's really happening at that particular event. Both Kamal Haasan as well as Rajinikanth are currently present there. MK Stalin is there on stage alongside Kamal Haasan. Sanjeevi, you know, I don't know if you managed to hear what Mr. Narayanan is saying. He's saying that, look, there is nothing political whatsoever about this particular event, that they're all there together to show their regards for Kalaignar, to show their regards for Karunanidhi. But as I pointed out earlier, you know, all eyes are on Kamal Haasan's address, because just a few weeks back, he had tweeted very critically of the AIADMK government, and it was MK Stalin who came out in support of Kamal. We saw Kamal coming out thereafter thanking Stalin for his support. So there will be a lot of question marks on whether he's going to make any sort of political statement, and thereafter, whether he doesn't make a political statement, there will be a lot of questions on the kind of gestures he's made, about the fact that he's decided to attend this event and speak.
Akshita, speculations are already on before, before 10 days since when Rajinikanth, when DMK working president Stalin invited both Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan on the stage, all for the same program, for the same stage. But as far as this situation concerned, such kind of incidents, such kind of programs have happened already, where both Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan had been on the same stage in the same similar kind of political event. But now, considering all the situation which is prevailing now, and considering the speeches and also the activities of both the superstars for recent 2 to 3 months, we can't take this thing lightly, because Rajinikanth is seriously considering to start a political party. That's what we're hearing from the sources. At the same time, he's seriously thinking about it on the background. At the same time, other side, we have Kamal Haasan, who's been continuously criticizing the Tamil Nadu government. So and also joined hands with MK Stalin, the vice president of DMK, to put charges in Tamil Nadu government. So we can't take this as a simple thing. So we can't take much speculation at all. We have to say that at the same time, we are also expected Kamal Haasan to give a political comment, because he's not a man who is going to be worried, who is going to dig it for what he's spoken. So the sources say that he's going to give political comments definitely as far as this program concerned, because it's a political event. At the same time, Rajinikanth is not going to speak anything. He will be just a spectator, and he will leave the show once it's off. Ankita.
All right, I want to go across to Chandra Bharti as well, who's joining us on this broadcast. What do you make of this particular event? Rajinikanth, Kamal Haasan, both of them on one platform. Do you think there's a lot of political connotations to draw from this? Mr. Chandrabharti, if you can hear me, what do you make of this particular event? Do you think there are political connotations to draw from this kind of an event? There's no doubt that the superstars have come together on this platform to show their respects to Kalaignar. But beyond that, do you think there is some sort of realm for speculation here politically? All right, we'll get back to Mr. Chandrabharti in a bit. We seem to be having some sort of an issue connecting with his audio. We are continuing to get you all the latest updates from Chennai, where, of course, that star-studded DMK event is underway. I want to once again go across to my colleague Sanjeevi, who's been tracking all the latest developments. He's right there at that event, witnessing this moment as two of the biggest superstars of Tamil cinema are present for a DMK event. Sanjeevi, do you think this is a message being sent across by MK Stalin, really flexing star muscle by bringing together the, Kamal Haasan as well as Rajini?
Earlier, the cinema politics, the celebrity politics, actually a very important element in the Tamil Nadu politics, as we've seen, which we are witnessing for the past 5 decades. As I told you earlier, the two chief ministers, the great chief ministers of Tamil Nadu, are from the cinema industry. One, N.G. Ramachandran, the founder of ADMK, and as well as the ADMK Supremo, ex-chief minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. So, the celebrity politics is actually very important in Tamil Nadu. And as far as this program concerned, could have invited anyone else, but at the same time, invited both the superstars of Tamil film industry who are on the top and who are actually, hinting political points. At the same time, we have to wait and see what's going to happen. But MK Stalin is very clever, very clever inventing this, and he's also trying to get more mileage by bringing in these superstars into the program. That's what we have to say. So, as I told you, the same kind of event has happened earlier because Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth, both the superstars had affinity and also allegiance towards DMK chief Karnataka earlier. So now the situation is now the DMK chief Karnataka is not very happy. So Stan, first time he's conducting program
All right, Sanjeevi, I'll just come back to you in a bit. I want to once again go across to Mr. Chandrabharti. He's finally patched with us, is what we understand. What do you make really of this particular event? Kamal Haasan, Rajinikanth, the biggest superstars of Tamil cinema, together at one event. Do you think that there are political connotations to be drawn from this?
I don't think there's any major political connotation that can be drawn out of this. Kamal Haasan as well as Rajinikanth has got a lot of respect for Mr. Karunanidhi. And whose initiative Murasoli has been brought out and nurtured to 75 long years. And it has also grown along with the Dravidian movement. Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth, having spoken about their political ambitions and political stand, coming to this function is only a mere courtesy shown to respect to Mr. Karunanidhi and courtesy to Mr. Stalin. I don't think that we should read anything more than that.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Chandrabharti, for joining us. We're going to have to slip into a short break. We'll be right back with all the latest and live updates from Chennai. Stay tuned.